Welcome to the wildest adventure you never knew you needed. Today we embark on a thrilling journey deep into the heart of nature, where the rarest, most elusive reptiles lurk in the shadows. From snakes that shimmer like liquid metal to geckos with eyes that seem to hold ancient secrets. We're about to uncover creatures so bizarre, so mind-blowingly unique, they'll make you question everything you thought you knew about the reptile world. Buckle up. This is not your average nature trip. If there were a best-dressed bug in the jungle contest, this little guy would take the crown. Dressed in a flashy red suit like a Marvel superhero, the assassin bug isn't just about looks. It's a true predator in the insect world. Don't be fooled by its fancy outfit. This isn't a fashionista, but a ruthless hunter that ambushes and snatches souls from unsuspecting prey. And hey, don't even think about poking it. One sting from this bug, and you'll be doing the pain dance in no time. If there were an Oscar for Master of Disguise, this stick insect would win it without even trying. With a body that looks exactly like a dried twig, it can stay motionless all day, fooling everything from hungry birds to unsuspecting humans, until you accidentally pick it up and scream because the twig started walking. But don't be fooled into thinking it's just a motionless stick. When threatened, the stick insect can play dead like an award-winning actor, or even pull off the ultimate ninja move, dropping a leg to escape. And guess what? It can grow the leg back after a few molts, just like Wolverine from the insect world. And if you think their love life is filled with dramatic romances, think again. Some female stick insects don't even need males. They can lay eggs and reproduce all on their own, making them the ultimate single moms of the insect kingdom. So next time you see a twig moving suspiciously, don't panic. It's just a stick insect living its best ninja life. If there were a best-dressed spider in the jungle contest, this little guy would definitely take home the Best Armor award. With its bright yellow shell covered in black spots and 6 sharp spikes sticking out like a medieval warrior, this spiny orb weaver looks like a walking armored crab. But don't worry, despite its intimidating look, it's actually pretty chill and completely harmless to humans. Ever wondered why it has all those scary-looking spikes? Not for attacking, but to make predators give up in frustration. Think about it. What kind of bird would want to swallow something spiky and crunchy? Exactly. This spider knows its game, so it just relaxes and spins webs to catch insects all day. And what about love? Well, male spiny orb weavers are tiny compared to females, so if they want to woo a lady, they have to be extremely careful, because if she's not impressed, she might just eat them instead. Dating in the spider world is basically an action movie. So next time you see one of these little spiky ninjas hanging in a web, don't panic. It's just living its best warrior life in style. Imagine being so good at scaring people that you don't even have to move. This mantis has mastered the art. With 2 fake eyes on its back, it's basically walking around with a permanent jump scare for predators. Oh, you thought I was just a leaf? Boo! Now go away. But while it looks like a harmless little trickster, don't be fooled. It's actually a stone-cold insect assassin. One moment you're a happy little bug minding your business, the next, you're lunch. And if you think that's bad, wait until you hear about its love life. Mantis romance usually ends with the male losing his head. Literally. Love hurts, huh? If ninjas had a favorite insect, it would be the stick insect, the ultimate master of disguise. This guy can stand still for hours pretending to be a twig, fooling both predators and your eyesight. In the picture, you might think they're just 2 random sticks chilling, but surprise, it's date night. These insects have such a strong commitment to camouflage that even during romance, they look like a pile of dead branches. Talk about low-key love. The glamrock gecko, nature's tiny supermodel. In the grand chaotic world of reptiles where crocodiles get all the fear factor, chameleons hog the color-changing spotlight, and snakes slither their way into the role of ultimate villains, there exists a creature so dazzling, so bizarre, that it deserves its own fashion magazine cover. Enter the glamrock gecko, or as I like to call it, nature's tiny, sneaky, and fabulous rock star. A face that screams main character. The first thing you'll notice about this gecko isn't its camouflage. nor its size, nor its ability to navigate the jungle floor like a silent ninja. The first thing you'll notice is its eyes. Those big, deep, fire-red eyes don't just look at you. They judge you. They stare into your soul like an ancient oracle, deciding whether you're worthy of even existing in its presence. If Medusa had this gaze, she wouldn't need to turn people into stone. She'd just stare them into submission. And let's not even get started on its patterns. While other geckos stick to the classic green or brown look, this little guy walks around looking like it's dressed for a high-fashion runway show. It's got a mix of tiger stripes, leopard spots, and a shade of purple that screams royalty. If Prince were reincarnated as a reptile, this would be him. The art of stealth, a tiny jungle ninja. Now, despite looking like a glow-in-the-dark tattoo artist went wild on its body, this gecko is shockingly good at hiding. You'd think something this flashy would stand out like a neon sign in a horror movie. But no, this little creature blends in like a pro. It slinks through the undergrowth like a tiny shadow warrior, completely silent, completely undetected. It's so good at stealth that even its prey, tiny unsuspecting insects, probably don't realize what's happening until they're halfway down its throat. If this gecko were a superhero, its power would be disappearing in style. It would have its own theme song, complete with electric guitar solos every time it scurries into the darkness. Diet, tiny terrors. Beware, despite being only a few inches long, this gecko is an apex predator in its own tiny, creepy way. Spiders? Gone. Crickets? Finished. Moths? Sorry, buddy, you were flying too slow. The way it hunts is pure nightmare fuel. It stays perfectly still, eyes locked onto its target like a miniature assassin. Then bam! It launches itself like a scaly torpedo, snatching up its unfortunate victim before slinking back into the shadows like it was never there. If it were a human, it would be that mysterious guy in sunglasses at a casino, silently winning every poker game, never saying a word, and vanishing before anyone figures out his name. Personality, sassy, unbothered, and cooler than you. One of the greatest things about the glam rock gecko is its attitude. Unlike your typical household gecko, which runs away in a panic the second you look at it, this one has zero fear. It will sit there, staring at you with its legendary red eyes, unimpressed by your existence. You could be the president of a country, the CEO of a billion-dollar company, or a movie star. It does not care. It has seen things. It has done things. It has survived the jungle. It doesn't beg for attention, but at the same time, it demands respect. It doesn't want to be your pet. It wants to be your overlord. If looks could kill, or start a fashion trend. Let's take a moment to appreciate just how ridiculously good-looking this gecko is. Most animals evolve to blend in with their surroundings, but this gecko looks like it walked into a tattoo parlor, demanded the coolest design imaginable, and walked out a legend. It's got a natural pattern so bold that if you turned it into a clothing line, it would sell out instantly. If there was a gecko fashion week, this one would be the headliner, sitting front row next to lizards in tiny sunglasses and frogs wearing Gucci. Where can you find this fabulous creature? You're not going to find this guy hanging out in your backyard, unless your backyard happens to be a deep, mysterious jungle somewhere in Asia. This gecko prefers the wildlife, chilling in the undergrowth, where it can judge all the other creatures in peace. If you're lucky enough to spot one in the wild, consider yourself blessed. But also, don't stare into its eyes for too long. You might lose yourself. You might start questioning your entire existence. You might suddenly feel like you need a makeover. In the deep, mysterious jungles where leaves whisper secrets and shadows dance, lurks a creature so smooth, so elegant, and so completely unbothered by life's chaos. It's the cat-eyed snake, the James Bond of the reptile world. With its glossy, iridescent scales and those dramatic, oversized eyes, it looks like it's permanently locked in a state of mild surprise, either because it just discovered its reflection or because it forgot why it slithered into the room in the first place. This nocturnal ninja spends its nights creeping through the trees, looking for unsuspecting snacks, aka lizards, birds, and frogs. It's an ambush hunter, which means it doesn't chase its food. It just casually waits for dinner to walk right into its mouth. If snakes could smirk, this one definitely would. And don't be fooled by its innocent, almost cute expression. This reptile has venom. It's not dangerous to humans, but if you're a small frog with big dreams, this snake is your worst nightmare. And let's talk about that hypnotic gaze. Its large, vertical pupils make it look like it's constantly plotting something. Maybe world domination, maybe just where to nap next. Either way, if you ever lock eyes with one, you might feel like you owe it money. Despite its exotic beauty and undeniable charm, the cat-eyed snake remains an underrated celebrity of the animal kingdom. Perhaps it's because it doesn't care for the limelight, or maybe it's just too busy judging the poor fashion choices of the insects crawling beneath it. Whatever the case, one thing is certain. This snake is cool, confident, and totally uninterested in your opinion, just the way a true jungle VIP should be. The snake in the image appears to be a species of boiga, commonly known as cat-eyed snakes due to their large reflective eyes. These snakes belong to the Colubridae family and are famous for their slender bodies, mild venom, and arboreal lifestyle. A brief history of the boiga snake. The boiga genus traces its lineage back millions of years, adapting to a nocturnal, tree-dwelling existence in tropical forests across Asia and Africa. Some of the most well-known species include the mangrove snake, Boiga dendrophila, and the common cat snake, Boiga trigonata. These snakes have a reputation for being mildly venomous, but are not considered dangerous to humans. Over time, their unique hunting strategy evolved, using their rear-fanged venom to subdue birds, lizards, and small mammals. Unlike highly venomous species, boiga snakes rely more on their agility and ambush tactics. Some species have even made history, like the brown tree snake, Boiga irregularis, which famously invaded Guam, causing the extinction of several native bird species. Today, these snakes continue to intrigue herpetologists and snake enthusiasts due to their adaptability and striking appearances. Whether slithering through rainforests or starring in viral wildlife videos, the boiga snake remains one of nature's most fascinating reptiles. And that's a wrap on today's wild adventure. We've uncovered some of the rarest, most mind-blowing reptiles on the planet, but trust me, there are plenty more out there waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another epic exploration. Got a favorite reptile from today's video? Drop a comment below. Until next time, stay curious, stay adventurous, and keep exploring the wild side of nature.